be able to play super hard.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Do you have like a favorite? Feel most comfortable in certain formations? Or some of your favorite ones that you guys run? Favorite?
As a whole, I think not just myself, but all the quarterbacks, we feel pretty comfortable with everything in the offense. So, and it goes back to game plan. Obviously there's things you practice more during the week than other things. So, obviously, I think it's just human nature to feel a little more comfortable in the formations and the plays that you practice more. But that comes back to being able to study film and prepare, to get yourself mentally ready for whatever situation you're in.
Did you throw back shoulder to, I think it was Smith Barset on that 30-yard pass? Was that designed back shoulder, or was just him making an adjustment on it?
Yeah, he made a great play on that ball. Obviously, would like to have a little better ball placement on that, but he made a great play. So.
Well, the reason why I asked, I know early on, you missed on, I think, Vandenberg down the field, but, you hit a couple of other ones, that one and one to Easley, and I was just wondering, was that ever kind of conscious to you as far as maybe not overthrowing as much at that point, or was that just, was it a conscious thought at all?
It just depends on how the defender's playing the receiver. Obviously, if he's ahead of the receiver, you don't want to throw it in front of the receiver. So it just all depends on the leverage that the receiver has.
And do you spot that while you're in your drop back and your pre-snap? Well, not pre-snap for that, but just simply on the way the routes run.
Yeah. You have to. Obviously, that's part of the read that you have to make. So it's something that you have to make a decision on, in the moment. So being able to recognize that, and again, that goes back to studying film. Obviously, if you study film, you can get an idea of how a corner is going to play something. So being able to just have that preparation will help that decision get made faster.
With that throw to Hawkinson, was that more of a, were you trying to go kind of back hip on that play, or was that just the way the throw ended? Because he made a really good catch, but I think the placement was good too.
Yeah, he made a great catch. Obviously with the way the defender was playing it, you have to throw it away from him. So, that was the idea behind it. But again, he made a great play on that ball.
Can you walk us through like what goes through your head, like when you're making checks to the line of scrimmage? Like how much are you trying to process, and what do you? Maybe walk us through those 10 seconds. What you're going
again, that just comes back to what we have in the game plan for that week. So it's different every week. So there's obviously there's certain things that are the same. You got to look at alignments and positions of defensive players, but after that, it switches a little bit from week to week.
Is that hard, to learn what checks to make? And that's your job, right?
Yeah, that's your job. That comes back to the preparation. Being prepared for whatever happens. So you got to prepare it enough so it almost becomes second nature in the game.
How do you feel like you've done on those so far? In those areas?
I feel like I've done a fairly decent job. The coaches have really helped me prepare with those, and we simplified some things from last year with CJ. Obviously, being in the system with Coach Davis for 5 years, so obviously, some things are a little more simplified to help me out a little bit. So, they've done a great job at helping me along the way to be able to be prepared.
How many of those reads at the line of scrimmage are maybe dummy calls versus legit audibles? Percentage-wise, I know you. All of them are no.
Yeah, no, I don't really think I'm going to say anything about that.
So there are dummy calls.
It just depends on the week again, game plan. So
okay, so some weeks there's never. No.
You guys talked